What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How your mom and them? What's up? It is Friday again. Thank God it's Friday.
Howdy.
It has been a long week, especially for me, being a dummy that I am. You know, I guess I don't know if I'm just, you know, I enjoy helping people, but sometimes I probably let my desire to want to help overextend what I should do. So that's what happens. You know how people will message you on Facebook, especially now. I'm skipping that intro was freaking old. I'm skipping the intro until I make a new one. I'm gonna try and figure out a way to make a new one, and I'll do it. But that intro is old. I mean, Speed and Aries haven't been on here in forever, so why run that intro? Just saying. So, you know, sometimes you'll get women that'll message you, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. So, most of those you can pick out right away, and I usually just block them and I'm done with it, right? What's up, Scott? Oh, let me say hey to everybody. Will and Ozman, Dire Thing, Cloud Chucker, Scott, King Cobra, Timekeeper, wherever you may be, Harry, I think I got everybody there. And Dire Thing, did I say Dire Thing? I probably did. King Cobra and Linda and whoever else I missed. If I missed you, I apologize. Yeah, those number things, it's a thing. 1, 2, 3. Whoever chatted first, whoever chatted second, and then whoever chatted third.
I don't think it's first, second, and third like that. I think it's how often you're chatting.
It gives you XP or so. I don't know why it does that. Because I have like 75 XP over on Shane's show.
To
Shane
drive engagement and make people chat so they can win.
So anyways, usually, like I said, I can spot something like that and I will just block them. So back on Tuesday, I had somebody message me. And I can just kind of give you a breakdown. They basically said, hey, can I ask you a few questions about paramotoring, right? Yeah. So I wrote back, I highly doubt you're interested in paramotoring, but I will give you a chance. So there's my open door, like, hey, if you really want to learn, I will help you. So they're like, I've never been exposed to it. Do I need any certification? Do I need a license, et cetera, et cetera? So I started going, well, maybe they are interested, right? So I'm like, in the US, you don't need a license, blah, 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 blah. And then they said, well, I live in Cali, right? Okay, fine. So I gave her a link to 2 schools in California. I said, either one of those would be fine to go to learn. And then she was like, well, I really want to try it first, which I'm like, you can get a tandem flight. They're not that expensive. You can go that route. So after that, let's see, this was all still the same day. She was like, how did you find it so quickly? I was like, it's what I do. So what do you mean, how did I find it so quickly? So then she was talking about maybe wanting to go the trike route, because I don't know why she's and there's no need to mention names or anything. She's like 120 pounds, so she's plenty lightweight and can fly at Atom 80, no problem. So it's some point during this conversation between Tuesday and today, she started asking a lot of questions that started to make me think, I don't know about this. Because she asked, you know, where did I train, et cetera, et cetera. I showed her a video of my very first flight, showed her that. Then I showed her a trike flight where I went to 2,000 feet. No big deal. She's like, thanks, I watched it all. And then I feel like I can't do it. Let's see. Thanks for the advice. I did consult with a school, which just the wording of the way that she responded makes me think it almost seems like it's just AI, like a robot that I'm talking to. I did consult with
Hey,
a
Wally.
school, but they wanted me to pay the deposit. I was like, no, you shouldn't have to pay money just to see what the sport's about, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, we go back and forth, back and forth. So today is where everything changed. She sent a picture of her wearing some type of face mask and said that it was her morning facial or whatever. So that was early. That was 11:36 this morning, right? So then she comes down. How was your day at work? What do you do for a living? What are you mainly responsible for? And then I basically explained what I did. Then she goes, yeah, but it requires a lot of expertise and patience. So after she asked all these questions, I was like, you know what? This is going down the wrong road. So, name of this episode is Imagine, right? What's up, Tony? How you doing? Dumbass.
Hey, Tony.
So this is what I said. Since she sent me a picture of wearing this mask, which is one of them scam things it's basically got infrared light that shines on your face. It's supposed to be, you know, make your skin tighter on your face, I guess. I don't know. So I put together 2 brain cells and I said, all right, since you're asking so many questions, it's proof time. You can wear your mask, because I didn't want her to feel like I was trying to get her to send a picture of her. I said, you can wear your mask if you want. I want you to take a piece of paper and write the letter S on it and take a selfie with it. That's all I asked for. Very simple. I mean, so who wouldn't be willing to just, you know, if they want to prove that they're a real person and they're not some person playing as somebody else, which you get a lot of on Facebook, then how hard would it be to write a letter S on a piece of paper, wear a mask so you can't see who they are, take a selfie, and then send it? That's it. That's all I asked for. But instead, I got an answer of, what? Are you kidding? So my response was, I was trying to help you. You were asking a lot of personal questions, and I don't think you have interest in paramotors, but more some type of catfish situation. You can't take that picture because you just searched for some random pics on the internet, and you are not who you say you are. Good luck on your fake paramotor training. And then I blocked her. So that was the end of that. I just, you know, I don't mind helping people, but when they try to take advantage of you, and, you know, because I told her from the beginning, I was like, hey, I don't trust you, but if you really want help, I will help you. And then they start getting into, hey, where do you work? But I was waiting for how much money do you make? You know, then it's like, it is creepy, Linda. It is. So I never gave her any details because for her to say that she has studied paramotoring and then says, you know, when you fly, where do you fly to? Like I'm flying from my state to another state. No, that's not the way it works, but whatever. So,
I mean, I'm glad you said you were gullible, because, you know.
well, I mean, it is. It's me trying to be nice, and, you know, sometimes it bites me in the rear end, but I don't mind being nice.
I haven't squeezed that out of you yet.
No,
Still
you
trying to
haven't
be
squeezed.
nice to people.
Y'all forget about the show. You all right? What? What is Will talking about?
Where? What are you talking about?
He sent me a text message. Y'all forget about the show. You all right? I mean, I'm just now getting this text, but Will's in chat, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about, Will. Forget about what show. So, well, Creed hopefully got his wire. Hopefully, I mean, I think he messaged Munchkin
Creed
back.
got his wire.
We did. I mean, if it wasn't for Munchkin, you wouldn't have the wire yet. So she sent it off. I just took whatever I made, shipped it. Hopefully, it works out for you. If it doesn't, I apologize. It's the best I could do with my bad vision and not my little tool that makes it easy for me. I just like, let me try and do it freehand. I
Ooh,
can't
is that
see.
thunder? Don't tell people about your little tool.
Hey, now, don't worry about my little tool. Yeah, see, even King Cobra stands that sounds suspect. Oh, well,
You
exactly.
think?
That's what I was getting down. I was like, this seems really weird.
I mean, this guy still falls for Facebook ads all the time, so I don't.
I do not fall for them anymore.
It's because I yell at you every time you go, "Ooh, look at this." I'm like, "No."
Creed's making Cloud Shark a pin. I forgot all about it. Well, thanks, Breeze, for saying I got a little tool. I appreciate that. Look at this weird picture. I don't get it. It's like a stairway into the water, which I feel like that's what I'm doing sometimes. I'm just walking off into the deep end. I love that parody of the of that what is it, Hootie and Blowfish song? Blowfish? Where he's talking about he's only got a 3-inch tool. That's hilarious.
I haven't.
You haven't heard that song?
Okay, so no, I haven't, but I bet I can guess what song it goes with. So I only want to be with you.
Yes, that's it. Oh, you have not heard that song? You've got to hear that later. It is hilarious. But there's nothing he can do. He's only got a 3-inch tool. He's hung just like a squirrel. Have I seen what Willfly has been up to? I have not. Uh-oh. I'm scared to see what... That's awesome, Scott. I love it.
See, I get random friend requests from middle-aged men, usually in some type of uniform with like 2 friends. And they get deleted.
I will say this. Before I even said anything to her, I did go to her profile. I saw that she was divorced, but there was nothing weird on her Facebook profile. It was not a brand new Facebook profile, so I thought it might be legit, which is why I even entertained the thought of letting her ask me a couple questions. But she started asking way too many questions that didn't have anything to do with paramotoring. Why do you need to know what type of job I do? Why do you need to know what my job entails?
I mean, I can understand just trying to make conversation, but it was either somebody whose language was not English as their first language, but even that, the English was too proper and very stilted. It just didn't seem. It seemed like it was a robot, like it was AI, that it was a bot talking.
What is Will talking about? I've sent Steve a text message, but haven't received a response yet. So I sent text back. What are they talking about?
I don't know.
Do you not see the show, Will? I mean, as far as I know, we're live. People are answering me, so I know we're live. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure we are.
Now, this StreamYard situation that Linda's having a problem with, I do want to check that. I can't do it, obviously, while I'm streaming, but OBS, once you get it set up, it's literally only a couple of buttons you have to click to go live. I don't think it would be that hard to show Linda what's going on.
You would have to basically take control of her computer and get it set up for her, and then show her what buttons to press.
Yeah, there's a button that says start streaming. Then you have to pick your cast. If you set it up beforehand, like she does, she will set up her following week's show. Once you do that, then that creates a link for you so that you can add an OBS, and then boom, boom, you're done. It's not hard.
No, and you can create different scenes. So like when you get to your You could do a separate background for your trivia.
Yep.
And you can put scrolling things on the bottom, and once it's
Oh
set,
yeah.
it's there.
I had all
It's
kinds of
super
stuff.
easy to use.
I don't have all that stuff now. Because I haven't been doing anything lately. But I don't even know what full cam does anymore. Does it do it?
This
All
computer.
right, that was blank. See, I got to go readjust a bunch of my stuff because I haven't messed with it in so long. But most of this stuff is really easy to set up. You can set your own background. It's not like StreamYard that wants to charge you for every freaking thing. If I want to show a video, I could literally put a video in there right now. Done. I would just hit the little plus button and then go to media source, and then you just click on whatever. I'm just going to hit create new media source and then local file, and I just go pick a file. Let me see, do I have any videos? Do I have any on my desktop? I do. So let's just say, let's just put that one on there. Is that an actual file?
Under the stars where the whispers play. At Lindy's treehouse we light up the good gray. Trivia flying, we're taking the flight. Late night chatter
And
till
OBS is free.
morning
You can do
light.
all of that stuff without paying.
Lindy's treehouse where the stories grow.
It's very simple.
It's gonna look extremely overwhelming though at first.
It will. There's a lot
But
of
it's not.
buttons and stuff, as opposed to StreamYard only has 2 or 3. I mean, for me to try and go show, I mean, there's lots of videos on OBS, but I don't know if they could explain it the way I would explain it. There's a difference for sure. Tomorrow is, even today was really nice outside. Tomorrow's supposed to also be nice. I want to fly. I may have to call Langley. I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to take off. Do I got permission? If they say, yeah, I'm taking off. But I'm not going to try and do no morning thing because I'm with Will on that one. I hate getting up really early. And I would have to get up really early, get all my gear out, pre-flight it. It's just too much to do first thing in the morning because I'm not going to do it tonight. It'll be too late. So I'll wait till tomorrow afternoon and then go. You got your wire. All my addies have been rebuilt, working good. All about 0.23 ohms. You know what, Creed? That is exactly what they're supposed to ohm at, 0.23. So you have built them very well.
That is not a verb.
That's where there's, when I'm explaining it, that's how you do it.
No, you don't.
That's the reading you
irritating.
should get.
There
I
you
have
go.
off a coil for the mechanicals. Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna build something for a mechanical, for like a mech mod, you may even want a lower ohm coil because you're gonna be it's not gonna hit as hard as something like a 0.1 something would do. Usually on that I'll go with a series mech. Then they fire really hard. On the series mods, I usually will bump up the ohms to like 0.7 or 0.8, just because if I go lower, which is safe to do, but it's too hot. I don't like my vape that hot. It's just like will fry you. You're welcome, Linda. When I sorted them all out, I can post look, vape stuff you're getting rid of. What are you getting rid of vape stuff for, King Cobra? What's going on?
What?
Am I squealing?
Slightly.
Well, you know, we had somebody else that got rid of all the Jazzy. I got, you know how much stuff I got from Jazzy? Holy moly. He pretty much only has like 1 or 2 mods now because I got all his cool stuff. Well, not all of it, but a large portion. And I have so much gear, I'll never be able to use all this. I should have a giant auction and sell off like all my gear, which I'm pointing at water right now. Hey, look at all my gear. It's in the water right here. You need to make some, with 3 core. Yeah. Okay. Creed, I agree. They are better with 3 core because they're wider. They're also harder to make because when you go to spin it, you have to go a lot slower because if you don't, at least in the beginning, if you don't, those 3 wires will go on top of each other and it'll make it look like a triangle. And then it's not a good fuse Clapton at that point. You want them all to lay flat. Now they do make, or I have printed off some 3D sliders that you can put on the wire that keeps them flat. That does help, but I have no idea where them sliders are. But yeah, 3 core, 4 core, you could really break it down. That's going to change the reading a lot, but yeah.
I just put ink on this motherfucker. How is it so dry already?
Ink.
Yeah, on my notary stamp.
Oh,
It's all faded and shit.
Munchkin's over here notarizing stuff.
Yes.
Did I hear
it's the
auction? Yeah, but see,
packages.
Cloud Checker, if I did an auction, it's going to be like to help Scuba buy a new wing or something for paramotoring because it would, I don't have like, oh, I'm donating all my money to whatever's fund. It would be Scuba's fund to be able to fly longer, get a new wing. I do need a new wing at some point. It's nothing pressing, obviously, but they're not cheap. I mean, you're talking
thousands.
$4,000 to $4,500 for a decent wing, and I also need a reserve. I think the reserve I need before a new wing. The reserve is number 1
You
on
need
my
to find a
list.
cheap
Once I get
habit.
my credit card debt down, I'm buying a
I'm
reserve.
gonna run that shit right back up again.
Well, I mean, the reserve is not. It's $1,200, between $800 to $1,200, and if it saves my life, then it's worth it, every penny. So I don't mind carrying a reserve. Does it add a little bit of weight? Yeah, of course it does. I got to find a reserve that's big enough that can make sure my big butt floats down to the ground softly. And that's another thing. My big butt has gotten to the highest weight I've ever been. So after this weekend, back on the diet.
And we got a lot of food to eat then this weekend.
Oh, that's so. Will, I thought you was joking me, man. I should have told you just refresh. Well, you even if I said refresh,
So,
you wouldn't have heard me.
You okay. I'm confused.
So Will said he's been waiting this entire time.
Who did you think everybody in chat was talking to, Will?
Exactly. Did you not see all the people talking? You was like, they must be talking to nobody. Oh, let me look back, King Cobra. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well,
Bless your
with my
heart, Will.
COPD, I can't use things like the Titan mod and the Dreamer. Ooh, the Dreamer. I would like a Dreamer. The Clutch is nice. I really don't have to have that, but the Dreamer would be a nice mod. That's what made you think about refreshing, because you saw the people going talking back, and you're like, what are they talking to? You could tell me how to lose some weight. I'm not getting rid of Munchkin. That is not the, I mean, I know that's the quickest way to lose weight, but I'm not doing that.
That's the quickest way to make yourself homeless. Because you can't afford the mortgage payment.
No, hell no. I can't afford. What would I do? Just think about that. What would I do? Where would I go? There's nowhere. I would literally have to move out to the middle of Tennessee somewhere in the sticks and try to wash cars for a living or something. I don't even know. There's no way. Oh, I was thinking Dreamer and then Clutch as a whole different mod. Now, if there's a mod called the Dreamer Clutch, that's different. I don't even know which one that is. Wait, why did the voice thing write that? I
Because
don't
voice
know.
to chat doesn't do.
Live in a van by the river. Y'all
Mhm.
know I have a shirt that Woot sold. it is hilarious because Chris Farley, y'all have seen Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live where he does a joke about living in a van down by the river.
Mm-hmm.
So my shirt is a picture of Starry Night, Van Gogh, right? That does Starry Night. If y'all are familiar with what the picture looks like, it's got like these swirl wind marks on it and stuff. So he's pointing at a van and he says, I live in a Van Gogh down by the river. I have that shirt. It's pretty cool. Times Bay. Oh, you would do that, Cloud Chucker. Cloud Chucker's the devil. Oh, look, you can still buy them in pounds.
Ow.
You know I can't buy UK stuff. They'll probably charge me a tariff just to get it over here because it's an electric device. A staircase down by the river. There you go, darn thing. See my staircase? I got to go hunt some crab, you know, so I got to walk down the staircase. I do want to test out the Smoke V3 headset using Bluetooth only. There's what's up, Danny? How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it doing, Danny? So the reason here's my V2 Smoke headset, right? So I also have the Smoke V3, which they're supposed to be coming out with a V5. I don't know what happened to the V4 because that never came out. So he's going from the 3 to the 5. But anyways, the 3, the new camera I got, which is the Ace Pro 2, which is in this bag right here, can hook up Bluetooth wirelessly to my camera. So instead of running a cord from my camera down to my headset, I literally can just Bluetooth from my headset to my camera, and I hear all the sound, like from gaggle and everything, but like if I play music, I will hear it, but it won't record that, which I think is a good and a bad thing. So you guys wouldn't hear gaggle, but yet I can. And I think I kind of like that because that way I could talk over gaggle and y'all don't even realize I'm doing that, but I can still hear what gaggle's telling me, like, hey, you're flying in Class C airspace or something stupid like that, which I wouldn't want to do.
I kind of like hearing gaggle on people's stuff though.
It is good to hear gaggle because, you know, gaggle
Now
will tell
the
you,
altimeter's a pain in the ass.
oh my gosh,
Whatever
that thing,
is.
the
It's a pain in the
variometer
ass.
is what they call
There you
that.
go.
That is, yeah, if you have that on there, which somehow mine got turned on, that beep, 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 oh, that'll drive you up the wall. But I do like Danny's headset that he got. He's got the Involo, a high dollar. I paid a lot of money for my helmet and headsets, I should say. But honestly, the rigged up version I made that was homemade had really good sound. It just
Right, Linda?
it just didn't have a way to hook up a 2-meter radio or an airband radio. So that's why I had to use something different. And I went with the Smoke headset, which they worked, but they were giving me that buzzing sound. Now, the buzzing sound, when I tried it on Bluetooth, I did not hear at all. I haven't flown like that yet. That's going to be the big test. If I can fly wirelessly with just Bluetooth and there's no that it does it in my headset and y'all hear it on the video, then I'm sold. I'm going to stick with the V3 because somebody wants to buy my other headset. I don't really need two. The guy that I helped learn trike, he wants my other headset. And I'm like, well, let me figure out which one I want to keep. Do I keep the V2 because I know it works good, or the V3? Now, the V3, I have to push the power button a couple times to turn on, what is that called? Side tone. So you can hear yourself talk. Otherwise, you yell. I would be yelling into the mic. So when you turn on side tone, you can hear yourself talk, which makes you keep your voice down so you're not yelling like, I'm just flying up here to blah, blah. Yeah, that would be nuts. So somebody bumped the desk, trapped under a landslide of legacy hardware.
Yeah, it
Until
does
we
not
discovered
surprise
the next
me.
morning. Well, you know, sometimes the mod heist works, sometimes it don't. So what I did on the, whether you got an Insta360 or Ace Pro, I have one of these watches right here. And you can pull the GPS from your phone and it will work. But if you have one of these watches, this pulls GPS by itself. So when I hit I can hit the red button on here and it'll start recording on my camera, but it also records GPS data to my videos so that I can show y'all my miles per hour, my altitude, my route. You can add all kinds of stuff to it. The telemetry data is a pain in the butt on GoPros because GoPro hides it to where you can't really get it. Yeah, Danny, go to school. You're gonna learn something today. So, like on a couple of my last videos, you'll see the telemetry data. It shows how fast I'm flying, what altitude I'm flying at. It shows my route. And then you can also do elevation. You can do G's. You can do all kinds of stuff with the telemetry data. The GoPro 12 is the only one. Don't ever buy the GoPro 12. The GoPro 12 is the only one that doesn't have GPS. So the GoPro 13 is fine. The 11, the 10, just don't get the 12 because the 12 blows. Nobody wanted it. That's why them things will be dirt cheap before you know it, because nobody wants that thing. But the 13 is good. It has GPS in it. It connects to a lot more Bluetooth devices, so you can go 13. But getting telemetry data off the GoPro is the hard part. There's workarounds for it. There's an app you can pay for, but it's honestly too expensive. It's like $220, I think, that'll pull your telemetry data, and then you can feed it back into the whatever your editing software is, and it'll add it to the video. But honestly, it's easier for me to just go and use, I can go into the Insta360 app and add it really easy. As long as it's recorded with your video, the Insta360 app will add it like no problem. And they got a bunch of different themes you can choose from, make it look cool. You can make the speedometer bigger, smaller, or whatever you want to do. It's pretty cool. I have to play with it more. I don't fly enough and make enough videos to where I can be like, hey, let me show y'all what I can do next, because I don't fly enough, but I'm going to try. Like I said, tomorrow looks great. I'm hoping that I can go then. What did Scott post now? Hopefully that's the same picture. What in the world?
Fucking
Not the
Carol
mullet.
Baskin.
So, and I don't know, maybe Will or Danny saw it. Dro was flying with peg leg, and they call him peg leg because he has one leg that's amputated below the knee, right? So he has a prosthetic leg from knee down. He flies a trike. I think he posted that video in the regular paramotor group, and he made a short on YouTube about it. Now, if you watch that video, the guy that goes to peg leg that goes to take off on his trike taxied for a long time. I mean, it looks like he taxied half a mile before he ever took off. And when he finally did get in the air, he actually turned a little left as he came up, and he went straight into the trees and crashed to the ground. Now, he didn't get hurt. That's the number one thing. He did not get hurt. It probably damaged his equipment some, but he did not get hurt. And now he's beating himself up because he should have aborted that. If you go to bring your wing up and it's not stable and you're running out of room, it's time to abort. You do not keep going and go, oh, I'll just push through it. I'll be the first one to tell you, if I see something, if I'm headed towards something and I don't think I can make it, I'm shutting it down. I will shut it down and reset up and take off again. You can always reset up. It takes you a couple minutes. and then take off safely. Can you call them Stumpy? Yeah, you can call them whatever you want, John Q. But I'm just saying. Dro's been setting up a lot of guys with their LED lights. I have those LED lights that he's speaking of. The reason I didn't like using them is they're not individually addressable. So you can't do as many patterns as you can with the other lights that are individually addressable. And I'm getting too technical for you guys, but
How did you jump from someone crashing into a fucking tree to lights?
because he's installed some LED lights for folks too.
Oh, okay.
So. But yeah, I can jump. I'm ADD all over the place.
Yes, yes, you are.
But yeah, I don't have the same controller he does, but it works off the same system, which is WLED. You can program in whatever display you want it to show, and it'll do that. But I don't know where that original LED strip went that has the solid bar instead of the individual lights. It looks cool. I just didn't think it was bright enough. You really want some, I mean, there's a lot of them that run off 5 volts, and I probably bought the 5-volt ones, but I have a power pack that'll do up to 24 volts. So I'd like to run some that are 12 volts because they're brighter. And you want your strobes. I have your strobes to be bright. I do have 2 Guardian Angels, so I have 2 Guardian Angels. Guardian Angel is the name of a company that makes strobe light, okay? Not like 2 real Guardian Angels. I'm done. I can't talk tonight.
I lost my ability to speak English halfway through that closing this afternoon.
Did you?
Mhm.
I wanted to tell you the people you were closing with had your dream van parked out front,
That's rude.
but I didn't want to go in there and interrupt you and say, hey, guess what they're driving out there? And it was black. It was the exact same van. I was like, dang, look at that. I was just wanted to ask them, how do you like it? You know, do you like it? So when we rented that van, is it Chrysler?
Why does it
Pacifica?
matter if they like it? I liked it, but I,
know,
can't
but,
afford
you know,
a house
since-
payment and a car payment.
But since they've had it a while, they can say, well, this has gave us problems or this has gave us problems. But, you know, I stayed there till 5:20 and I was like, man, they don't even seem like they're close to done. So I left. I tried to stay there as long as I could.
I finished at 5:30.
About 10 more minutes.
Only if it actually has free candy, John Q. Otherwise, I'm not interested.
Will's got a van. I keep. Never mind. That's a
Somebody-
future project.
Somebody brought a possum to the office the other day. I got to whoop its nose.
96
cute.
pounds, Creed. Holy crap!
Very nice.
I thought, for those y'all remember Dom Long passed away, right? His wife, Karen's her name, right? Karen Long. She's down 71 pounds, which I thought was amazing. I did not know Creed is down 96 pounds. Dude. Congrats to you, man. That's freaking awesome. I've never lost that much. 96 seems low. Really? Really? Let's see you lose 96 pounds, John Q. So, whether Munchkin goes on a diet next week or not, I'm starting my diet next week.
No, I already told you.
What?
We're not wasting all that food that is currently in our kitchen.
So, Munchkin's
Again.
not going on the diet.
No, neither are you until all that shit's gone. At least the perishable stuff.
What do we
You're
have?
not fucking leaving me behind.
I will eat it right now. I gotta eat it because I need to start this as soon as possible. Because
There's a loaf of bread in there. There's a bag of hamburger buns in there.
1 month of keto barely gets me in the range where I need to be. I need to lose 20 pounds at least. At least. Because I'm serious. I'm like, I may have to change my hang point. If I'm at 240, then I should be okay. That's a hang point where I checked it last time, so that'll be fine.
Ooh, it's getting ready to storm here.
You know, it
Oh,
said
boy.
that earlier. It said rain starting in 5 minutes. There was no rain. I was like, whatever.
Well, this is
2:38.
definitely rain.
Very nice, Creed, man. You the man. That's hey, you weigh less than me, Creed. You weigh less than I do. I gotta redo. I'll be right back.
Well, John Q, the first time I did it, I lost about 35 pounds. I mean, I don't know if you've thought we've been on keto the whole time. It was like 3 months at the beginning of the year, but haven't done keto since then. I don't know. I just don't like wasting money on food. It needs to be eaten. It's not like we've got, bags full of candy or anything in there, but I still don't want what we do have to go to waste. If it's on the fridge or in the fridge or on the counter, it needs to be eaten. If it's in the freezer, it's fine. We can put it in the deep freezer downstairs.
You know, Linda's trying to make people mad because you know how hot it's been here, right? So Linda's like, I'm just doing my steps around the gym, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, then she goes, yeah, it's 70 degrees here. I'm like, seriously? Kiss my tail. 70
That
degrees.
would be wonderful.
We do not have 70 degrees. It was 87, I think, when I messaged her, and I'm like, yeah. Right now it's 80. So
Well,
that's better than what it was, but
John, I wouldn't qualify for what he had done. I was thinking about going and asking for that damn shot, but I don't even know if I would qualify for that. But
you're not overweight, you're under tall. Well,
same.
I got the tallness down, but I've also got the middle section
It's just
going.
me, Goober.
You know, when I had that physical, the doctor pushed really hard on my stomach, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you have a hernia right there." I'm like, "Well, you just really pissed it off. I've been hurting ever since she pushed me right there. Don't push me like that." What's up, John Wayne?
Hey,
How you
John.
doing, man? The main thing that I tried to speak to John a lot about, not you, John Wayne. I'm sorry, another John that I know. Is when he goes to launch his trike, which he's done a fantastic job. I mean, literally, I took him through 4 or 5 taxis, and the very next time I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. If it's good, you're gonna launch this time. The wing came up perfect. I was like, go, go.
Never
I felt like
mentioned it
Captain
again,
Kirk.
King
Go,
Cobra.
go, go. But no, his wing came up perfect. So, Linda, kiss my tail, 66 degrees. You don't even have to run AC, man. How's my arm? King Cobra, honestly, it did not really, it barely even got sore. So, I am surprised that it did not hurt more than it did. So the main thing with trike flying is your wing setup is very important. If you want the wing to come up really good, the wing has to be set up really good. So, but he learned how to do that, and I couldn't watch him. I was basically doing it for him, but he knows what to do. So he did go and fly without me like the very next week, was a week after, and did just fine. He said even his landing was really good. So props to him, man. I just still, I don't feel the guys that go and are actually training people is great. I just don't. I have too much of a heart. I would feel really bad if somebody I trained got in a paramotor accident, even if it was their fault because of maybe something that they forgot to do. Now, if it's something I didn't teach them, then of course it would be my fault. But Yeah. Moving out of the Huntsville apartment. I've been renting for 3 years. Glad to be done with that monthly payment. Hell yeah, John. So you're in Tennessee now. All right.
I don't ever want to move again.
Are you on the eastern side of Tennessee or the west side of Tennessee? Because I lived in Spring Hill, Tennessee, which is where the Saturn plant was. And now that town blew up like crazy once that Saturn plant got put in there. I literally moved out of Southwest. Okay. So I literally moved out of Tennessee right after the Saturn plant just started getting underway. So they haven't reformed the whole city. There was literally one school, it wasn't even a grocery store. It was a gas station / grocery store. That was it. And one high school, one elementary school. Now they got like a gabillion hotels. I don't know how many schools, places to eat. It looks like it turned into like an Atlanta, you know, a freaking city everywhere now. Why is the room double posting this? I don't know, John Q. That would be something you have going on. Because it doesn't double post when I type. I would refresh or rejoin, and maybe it'll.
I've seen it happen to Linda and John Q.
Yours hurt like hell for a few days. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't hurt King Cobra. She was like, boom, boom. I barely even knew I got a shot.
Who does it?
I have had shots though that I know what you're talking about, because
some people act like they're trying to stab it into your bone.
Yeah, and I've had a shot that made my arm really sore for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, where it just feels like there's a board in there because it's just all sore. But that shot did not do that. It was a little sore right in the area, but nothing to write home about, that's for sure. I could barely feel it. I just didn't want to get some type of pneumonia, because, you know, if I didn't have that bout where I coughed until I passed out and broke my nose, I wouldn't be as worried about the pneumonia thing. But I don't want that to happen again, and then I get so sick that I just die from it. So why do they have a crown? John Q, I'll tell you why you got here too late. You need to be the first one to comment.
No, that has nothing to do with it.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It's how often you chat. So whoever is...
I could chat in that all day, and it will never change those numbers. Guarantee it. I can tell you right now that, well, Linda's... You can't count that. Scott has been chatting a lot. He's got no number. Darthing was the first one to chat in the channel. He's number 1. And I don't know what causes it. They don't say what gives you points or anything.
It does on here. It says top fan.
I'm wrong? Well, that's what I've seen happen,
Keep
Scott.
showing support to move up the leaderboard, or I can buy a super chat and move myself up the leaderboard.
Oh, you can buy super chat? There you go. If you want to move up, John Q, just send a super chat. That'll put you right up there in first place. So, okay, so you're saying it does have to do with how much you chat. Because I was chatting a lot in Shane and Will's show, and I never moved up in the leaderboard. And I was typing a lot. So I was like, well, I guess that doesn't change anything. I thought that it was that way, but it didn't seem to change when I tried to type. I'm too obnoxious. Well, there you go. Well, John Q, you're just so likable, I swear. Nobody chats more than me.
Yeah, so it says a place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges and live chats that reset every stream. It says to get on the leaderboard, you need to collect experience points by sending live chat messages, sending super chats, and super stickers.
See, so on the screenshot, Scott sent me. It shows John Wayne being in third place. Oh, well, he is in third place. Well, look at there. I don't know what caused it then. I guess
Pretty sure I just told you.
I know you did, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm right again. I don't know how that keeps happening.
We don't need no stinking badges. I agree, John Q. I don't know why they added that. Did somebody go, hey, I want to see who's doing blah, blah, blah?
It says that you can turn it off.
You can?
Yeah, it says learn more or turn off in the help center.
Oh, look, you can click up there. Top fans. Will Fly's number 2. Dire Thing's number 1. I don't see reactions is turned on. That's it. There's no button community moderation. I'm not doing that.
No, I think you got to go to the help center.
I'll figure it out. Freaking Will. I was going to send a super chat, but the lowest amount you can send is $1. Thanks, Will.
It's gonna send
I was going to send 1 cent, but darn, man, that $1, that's going to kill me. It's fine. Don't do that, Will. Will knocked you out. Aw. So, I was always mean.
So I saw a TikTok yesterday of some chick at a seafood place in Juneau, Alaska, with the biggest king crab legs I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my gosh, that thing was huge.
The claw she held up was like bigger than my hand. It was enormous. Of course, it was also $250 for 3 pounds, which was literally a claw and 2 legs. That was all she got.
That's 3 pounds, a claw and 2 legs. Turn.
Well, you saw the size of them.
I did see how big they were, but $250 for 3 pieces. It's like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. Scuba's got me spending money while I'm trying to be working and shit.
Okay. All right. To my defense, Munchkin. Okay, I have my iWatch on, right? And I have a iWatch SE, which is not
a little bit creep.
Mine has cellular on it. The watch Munchkin had was the iWatch Series 2, which
it was
is
9 years old.
The second one that ever came out. It did not have cellular. So Woot put a sale out. Y'all know I go on Woot all the time. Mm-hmm. And they had iWatch Series 4 with cellular for for 99 bucks. So that's pretty cheap for an iWatch. And I didn't know whether Munchkin would wear it or not, so I didn't buy it. So I went and showed Munchkin, and she bought it. Right. I'm like, all right.
Well, because there's still $400 and some odd on the Apple site for the Series 4.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna get a Watch Series 10 or something, they're high.
No, I said for the Series 4.
Oh, really? Wow.
I Googled that shit. Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it all went wrong.
But he came in and he's like, "Well, you don't wear yours anyway." This is how little he pays attention, right? I've been complaining for the past year and a half that I can't wear my watch because even though it says it's full charge, I put it on my wrist. By the time I get out to the car, it turns off again because it will not hold a charge.
Yeah. And that's because it's 9 years old. You got to update your stuff every once in a while, which that's fine. She's going to have a watch now.
I shouldn't have to. When it costs $500, I should not have to upgrade a goddamn thing.
I get it.
That whole planned obsolescence is bullshit, is what it is. Now I will buy one for. Mine was only $89 because I got the smaller one.
The one thing I've seen that my watch does that I've never seen using any app whatsoever or any iWatch do. I got the gimbal for my phone, I got the whatever it's called, DJI Omni Pro version 7P. Anyways, if you bring up the app on your watch, you can see a preview. You can actually see video of what your phone is recording on your watch, and it's actually video that moves around. I've never seen any video that does that on the iWatch. Even if you try to play a YouTube video, you can't do any of that on your watch. But that actually does work. It shows video on your watch, which is cool. Your Fossil was $85 on sale. Yeah, so an iWatch for $99 with cellular, GPS and cellular is not a bad deal, I thought.
See, the main difference between, for me, for the iWatch and a
Oh,
regular
you got
watch
the Series 10. You go, King Cobra.
is the back of the watch. That part that touches my skin is glass.
Yeah.
So I don't break out like I do when I wear a regular watch, because the back of a regular watch has fucking nickel in it and I'm allergic to that shit. So,
Well, Cloud Chucker, if you have an Android phone, then yeah, Samsung Galaxy is the way to go, no question. We use iPhones, so iWatch is the way to go. Not to mention, it's little things that I can do with my watch that makes it better for me, especially since I have an iPhone, because I can run Gaggle on my watch. While I'm flying, I can look and it'll tell me, hey, which way if I'm headed back to the LZ or not. Just little stuff like that's pretty cool to have on your wrist. Just saying. And my watch will last all day on a charge. It's an older version. I mean, it's back in the 6s, but when they had the 6, that's when this came out.
Have you ever noticed? So if I'm using, I don't think it works with Waze, but like for Google Maps, when it tells you to take a right, your watch will start making the ticking.
Oh, yeah.
Like your turn signal.
Oh, I don't know about the ticking, but yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, it'll actually buzz. Like it's ticking like a turn signal. Scared the shit out of me the first time it happened.
Well, like King Cobra will know, the newer iWatches, like the Series 10, the display is on all the time. Like this one, the display don't stay on. I have to make it come on. When I turn it up towards me, the display comes on, which is fine. But the newer ones, the display stays on the whole time, which I like that, but I'd have to upgrade, and I don't want to pay another $300-400 for a watch. Just saying. Not when this one does everything I need it to.
I've got a Bootsy in my lap.
You got Bootsy?
Mm-hmm.
Your Fossil takes your heart rate. And if I put my finger on my wrist, I can count for a minute. There you go, John Q.
Just don't use your
backup
thumb.
Plan.
The only thing my watch ever did that helped me, well, tried to help me, is when I took that bong hit. And it's like, we've detected an unusually high heart rate with no activity. Do you need us to call 911? No, I'm fine. Just leave me here.
I will say, though, my watch has, on multiple occasions, say, it looks like you've taken a hard fall. And you can literally hit a button on your watch and it'll call the police for you. And having cellular on there is freaking amazing, because if I was to get into a paramotor accident and I could hit a button on my watch to call the police or ambulance, actually, not really the police, ambulance, that would be a good feature to have. So Munchkin will have that feature also. But it sometimes, if you just bump something hard, it'll say, it looks like you've suffered a fall. And it's like, really? No. You have to tell it, no, I did not fall. I'm good. And then it's fine. But if you don't, it's going to call the police for you. So luckily, I'm pretty sure it'll transmit the GPS coordinates where you're at, too. So you don't have to be like, well, if you turn left at such and such, blah, blah, blah. Whoa.
Thunder.
Thunder. And you got a picture of lightning behind you.
I do.
How appropriate. Here I am in the water. Man, I hope the lightning don't hit near us.
Just don't stand on that ladder. Ow. Oh, my bones.
We went to Texas Roadhouse. Was it yesterday or the day before? And we ate like pigs. That's why I wanted to start keto, because I was like, if I'm going to start keto, I need to have
You
some
ate like a
good
pig.
meals.
I had a salad.
Yeah, Munchkin had a salad. I got a big old freaking ribeye steak, fully loaded baked potato, and a house salad with honey mustard dressing. And we both had 2 giant margaritas. We were done. I couldn't even hardly get out of my chair when we left. It was crazy. Oh, Orida doesn't do onion rings? Wow. Not at your plant. Gotcha, Scott. Well, that sucks. I mean, well, for Munchkin, it's fine because she don't, if it's got onions on it, period, which reminds me, I have pizza in the fridge. I bought a full pizza at 7-Eleven because honestly, it was cheaper to buy the whole pizza than buy it per slice. And it just said bacon lovers. So I figured that's all that's on there is bacon, right? But apparently it's covered in onions because Munchkin picked that out really fast. So she didn't want to eat any of it. So I'm like, dadgummit. I didn't know it had onions on it, or I wouldn't have bought it. I would have got something else. But
Did have those nasty devil
you like
vegetables.
my pet dinosaur? What pet dinosaur? Oh yeah, that's the one. You can ride on that thing. Munchkin's got all kinds of stuff.
You can see him.
Her. Yeah,
Yeah, it's toilet paper.
It's a bunch of stuff behind you there. That's a little dinosaur Munchkin can ride on.
Yeah, because my office has been the catch-all room for.
We don't have a lot of room to store stuff, so we have to just put where we can. Even my room, there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know where I'm gonna put all this crap.
I thought about getting
Oh, it's unlimited, Will? I didn't know they had unlimited anything at Red Robin.
They've got the bottomless fries, but they only come back to your table twice.
Wow.
Now I was thinking about getting, even if it's, I've seen some people do it, just take 2 of the tension rods for like the shower and put it above the door in the utility room so we can put the big pack of paper towels and toilet paper up there and get them out of my office.
Yeah. Whoa.
Ooh.
Man, it is thundering hardcore here, guys. So if I get knocked offline, we lost power or something. It is thundering hard. What is coming tomorrow that I ordered? What the hell was that? Oh, I got a bird camera. Because I've seen, man, with the thunder, I've seen some hummingbirds flying around in our backyard. And this particular bird feeder that has a camera built into it. So this one does 11,000 different species of birds. So it'll tell you what kind of bird is, it's not really a security cam. I mean, I can show you a link to it. It's,
I mean, if you're worried about bird security.
They actually have a 20% off sale or 20% on top of whatever it's already on sale for. Why is it asking me for a pen? No, don't ask if it's for there. I see. I can just skip it. Why would it? Can't reach Google Password Manager. I don't care. All right, here we go.
So he wants to see if you can switch the light. He wants to see the lightning. Can you switch the camera?
I don't think I can pull up those cameras. The cameras that I have won't let me pull up I don't think it. Well, maybe I can do it I might can do it a different way. I don't think it's going to show the lightning or anything. This is really going to tax the system here if I pull that up on top of what What do you mean? Why is it sending me a 2-factor authentication code? Are you kidding me? Let me in. Trust this device. Yes, son of a gun. Let's see what the camera shows.
I bought a pair of binoculars because apparently we have a weasel in our backyard.
Yeah, you can't see the sky. The camera that I have is pointing down into the front yard. Oh, it's raining big time. Let me turn that camera off. And then, whoa. That's nuts. I said stop. There we go. Let me see if I can add this screen to so y'all can see it. This is nuts.
Yeah, I asked him, why'd you buy a bird feeder? Well, because I thought you liked watching birds. So yeah, but I can watch birds out the window for free. But I did get a pair of binoculars so I can spy on the weasel. Because he's too tiny to see.
Can y'all see that now?
With my own eyeballs.
You probably see the lightning now. I don't know why it's trying to do the screen really big like that, but yeah, you can see the lightning now, right? That's crazy. Let me, I'm trying to shorten the... There goes a car. Yeah, do you see the flash on the camera? That lets you know, hey, guess what? Something's going on. See, Linda, you can do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
On I'm on Wise, really? On oh, I gotta go back to that screen. Well, that sucks. I can't look at chat or it makes it go away. So since we live in a flood zone, it is very possible that we could get flooded right here. And if anything gets flooded, it's going to be Munchkin's car first. Because her car is sitting out on the street and that street floods fast.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Let's see. Let's see when high tide is.
That lightning is no joke. It is tripping the camera out right now.
High tide was at 3:47 p.m. this afternoon. So
if I bring this
it doesn't
up,
come back up until
okay, I can't
4:11
see chat, but I
a.m.
can see what it's showing, so that's a good thing. Move that over to the side. Well, I can't read chat, so if somebody says something important, let me know. So y'all get to see the boom, boom, boom. It's his lightning its tail off out there.
Mm-hmm. That's the only decent thing about summer.
You know, it's so weird because in the summertime, especially mainly in June, I would think, but July is when we're getting ours, is when you got a lot of different cold fronts and warm fronts at the same time, which causes all these thunderstorms. But definitely later in the day is when we get ours, for the most part, which would mean tomorrow, if I was going to fly, I would be taking a huge risk waiting to the afternoon because that's when these thunderstorms come through, and you don't want to fly when there's a thunderstorm
Hi,
coming.
CDC. Yeah, they pop up right around 5.
Yeah, that's the problem. But sunset's like 8 o'clock. It's much later.
Mm-hmm.
So. Now, from the picture, you can see that there's gravel right there where our sidewalk is. And there's actually sidewalk under there. I'm thinking about, I want this weekend, if I got enough time, to clear that out so that the sidewalk goes all the way up to the steps.
No, we need to finish the backyard.
You want to do the backyard before we get the front right? The front's what everybody sees, man.
I don't give a shit about that. I want to enjoy my backyard.
Okay, she wants to do the backyard. So yeah, now y'all get to see the lightning. And there's obviously a little bit of water getting on the camera. I see a blur right there where your car is.
Mm-hmm.
I could wipe
We
it
had
off.
an A&W that was in a gas station. We had one in the gas station, and then we had one that was in the mall, but they were gone after about 2 years.
Yeah, they didn't last that long.
Their food wasn't that good.
That's the problem, man. Most fast food places now are too damn expensive. It's like, damn, I can't even, I can buy a steak, cook it at home for the same price I can get at a fast food place now. Usually fast food or even sitting down to eat somewhere was more expensive than eating at home. Now eating it at home costs just as much as going out to eat. It's like, damn, can I get a break here? You might can get a little more at home, depending on what you want. As far as steaks go, they're about the same.
Well, if someone tells me to hustle, that's pretty much a guarantee that I'm going to not do that. My boss told me to leave him alone earlier.
Leave me alone.
He did whine it like that. Leave me alone. No. Got shit for you to do, sir.
Muskin took away my brownie points, man.
Well, that's because you would not have gotten brownie points.
Okay, so
I did not get brownie
points.
Let
me give y'all a background of what's going on. We have some backup drives for our server. They're hard drives. My boss said he couldn't find them anywhere. So I went in his office, and in literally 3 seconds that I was in his office, I went over to the one bag he had sitting in there, touched the side of it, and I could feel the hard drives, and showed Munchkin. I was like, here's the hard drives right here. Oh, don't tell him. I don't want him to think you were going through his office. I'm like, I was in there 3 seconds. I didn't go through his office.
If they weren't in a bag, I wouldn't have cared.
But they were on the outside pocket of the bag.
It doesn't matter. They were still in a bag.
So instead, Munchkin waited till he got there and then acted like she was looking for him, and she just randomly found them. So she gets some brownie points, which is fine.
I did not get any brownie points. There wasn't a, yay, you found them. It was like, oh shit, I haven't looked in that bag in a year. I said, but I thought you looked everywhere. I did. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, he spun around in a circle. I've looked everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whoa. What just happened?
What?
The camera just stayed white for a while. That was some serious lightning. Now my other camera said somebody's been spotted in the backyard. Yeah, a lightning strike.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, look, because he told me I've looked everywhere and I can't find them. Just tell me what other kinds we have and I'll buy 2 new ones. But he clearly didn't look. He just couldn't remember where he put them, and he just wanted an excuse to buy more electronics because he's like Steve in that regard. He likes buying shit.
Man, this lightning is no joke. It is lightning every couple seconds. There's something serious over here, Will.
He's not too nice. He's gullible, CDC.
So
he was being catfished by some weirdo.
Well, hey,
on
CDC,
Facebook.
I can't see chat right now, so I'm sorry I couldn't call out your name. I did get a coupon from Harbor Freight, 20% off all their generators right now. But honestly, the 20% off brings that 5,000 watt generator down to $829. And I got it cheaper than that. So the other sale that they did is even better. So 20% doesn't, I think it's more like 30% when I got it. So take it for what you will. So CT Fly, they was supposed to go buy it. And I waited and told him, hey, they're on sale. And he said he missed the sale. So I'm like, I told you, dude, it's not my fault that you didn't go get it. Now I have 2 generators. I need a camper that I can power now. Just got to find one that's cheap and then redo the whole thing to make it somewhere that her and I can sleep and stay comfortable in some AC and keep the paramotor in there. That'll be the bomb. Stay out of the rain.
I'm not so worried about the AC. What I don't like is dampness.
Oh, dampness. Yeah. It would stay nice and dry inside there.
I don't want my pillows and blankets and everything to feel damp.
At the
and
point we're at
clammy.
now, as you can see from our yard, we only have a slot for 2 cars in the driveway and 1 out at the front.
Yeah, well, if you would fix the one in the driveway, then I could
which I'm
get
getting
rid of the one
I was
out
getting
front.
to. Yeah, the other car the one that somebody hit her and ran. If we get that one fixed, then we'll have to see what we can do from there. But right now,
Because that one has about half the miles as that white one y'all are looking at.
Right.
And the seats aren't all stained up.
And missing the hubcap.
Yeah.
I don't know where our hubcap went. Well, that hubcap, to be fair, was already missing a clip, so it just popped off.
Right,
all right,
John
have we
Q?
watched enough lightning? I think people have watched enough lightning now.
I mean, is it bothering you that it's up there?
I can't see chat. It bothers me. Okay, there we go. I couldn't see chat. If I click back on the screen, it shows what I see. So it's like, eh.
Yeah. Well, you didn't do it right. You didn't do a window capture.
I did do a window capture.
Mm.
But when you go click on a different window, it takes it and moves it to the other window.
Then you didn't do it correctly.
The only way to do it like what you're saying is to pull that window out and put it somewhere else. Then it would work.
I could park the car on the other side of the lawn.
Let me try to do it that way and see if that helps.
No, that wouldn't be good because the other side of the lawn, on the other side, opposite the driveway, there is a ditch that leads from the river runoff that runs along the back of the house between our house and the neighbor's house out to the gutter.
Oh man,
So
it is something serious
that
right now.
part is where the flooding starts, is right there. That's where we saw the fish in the yard swimming around.
All right, now I can see chat and I can yeah, I got it all going on now. There we go. How y'all doing? How your mom and them? All right, I think we're good. Let me move this over. Now I can see chat and you can see lightning.
Hell no, he did not.
I
He
did
didn't run no
well.
cables.
Okay, I haven't had time to run. Kramer, how
Hi,
you
Kramer.
doing? I want to see some more Kramer video of her flying. I mean, we saw that one video of her taking off at whatever she was at, some fly-in, and I haven't seen not one since.
Yes, we had yardfish. It's what's amazing, right? Is I fully expected once the water receded for it to smell like dead fish, but apparently all the yardfish made their way back to the river. Either that or the birds got them before they could start to stink. But
If y'all have not watched John Wayne's video, you're doing yourself. Not John Wayne's video, John Wayne's videos, you're doing yourself a disservice. He has some very funny commentary on a lot of his videos. Usually 9 times out of 10 when he's flying, he's talking to his wife on the phone, on his headset, but I think that's just precious. So she knows what he's doing, if he's in trouble, where they're gonna go eat for dinner that night, whatever. He's it's pretty cool to watch him. He's like, yeah, I see such and such, and she just. I think it's cool that they can sit there and talk on the phone with each other while he's flying. Your trike is getting another overhaul. Well, damn, Kramer. Man, we are getting some serious stormage going on right now.
Mhm.
You can see from the video that there's a lot of rain blowing around sideways and mucho lightning. Mucho
Yeah, but the
lightning.
trees don't seem to be moving around very much.
No, it's not windy. It's just rainy. See, now the rain looks like it's going up. Vehicle detected on the camera. There's no, well, yeah, your vehicle, that it keeps even if the car is sitting still, it'll say vehicle detected. Seriously?
Maybe
Yeah.
the lightning is confusing it.
I do see
It's
lights
storming
over
in
there. I don't
Tennessee.
know what's causing it. Okay, you can stop telling me about the. So flood advisory expires in 1 hour and 54 minutes. So 2 hours.
Oh, I think our street light just went out.
Uh-oh. Well, our street light goes out all the time. So luckily the camera that I have hooked up that charges off solar, which is great. The light turns on it. Oh, there, our street light just came back on. Street light goes out all the time. I don't know why, but it does. Look at my radar.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit. It's going to be raining for a while, which is awesome. I like it.
Let's see what the radar looks like. Holy moly.
Yes, a lot.
Let's see if y'all can see. See if y'all can see this. Well, kinda, sorta.
What would I do if I saw the steps blow away?
So
No, you
yeah,
got-
it's over the top of us now.
It's disappearing in your green screen.
Yeah, I saw that. You love, you know, Kramer's Munchkin does too. She likes watching any type of stormage as long as we're not involved in it, pretty much. Like as long as we're not getting blown away. I did see the news about that King Cobra. He was a big daredevil for sure. He's the one that took that jump off of whatever rocket and basically flew down and then parachuted his way to the ground. I don't know what happened during his paragliding flight, but from what I've read, he was in really windy conditions. So that man liked to take risks, and I think he just went ahead and risked it, and I think he got blown into the side of a hotel and crashed and got killed from that. But yeah, I don't like taking risks like that flying. It's honestly not worth it. Not trying to prove anything to anybody, not trying to show out for anybody. The people that do acro, if they're doing it for
Cobra said
them,
he had a
because-
medical episode.
well, I mean, like I was saying, people that do acro, if they're doing it for them because they enjoy it, that's fine. But if you're doing it to show out for people, that's the wrong reason. That's not good. That's going to get you killed because you're like, well, what if I do this stunt? Will this impress them? And then you push past your limits and you end up crashing into the ground. That would be terrible. So I don't like, I'm not an acro guy. I don't think Kramer just likes flying just like I do. We just enjoy being in the air, period. We don't need to push the boundaries of it. Like, hey, maybe if I do this on my trike. Well, I don't know. Kramer did try to foot drag that thing, even though her feet are only about a foot long. Let me see if I can foot drag the water on my trike. The tires would hit before her feet would. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, we have there's a knee scooter sitting at our job right now because our boss had a problem with his foot. But it's just
He
sitting
didn't have
there
a
now.
problem with his foot. He juked when he should have jived and pulled
Yes,
his
he
calf
parachuted
muscle.
from space. There you go, John Q. That makes it sound a lot simpler. Oh, you do barrel rolls in the simulator. Well, hey, Kramer, if you can do it in the simulator, you can do it for real too. I don't really, I know a lot of people like it. I don't have the desire to do it. The only thing I will probably do, and I haven't really attempted it yet, is a foot drag. That's about it. I don't want to do any acro maneuvers that honestly you're wearing your wing out faster by doing that. So why do that unless you plan on buying another wing really fast? Put a weed
Hey,
eater
look, key
engine
number
on
3.
it. Okay, weed eater engine on what? I'm trying to figure out. That's basically what we're flying now, Scott, is a really souped up weed eater engine because it's a 2-cycle motor. But a weed eater motor is not enough. I wish if you ever put one of these on your back, the knee scooter, okay, now that makes sense. But I was going to say, if you ever put a paramotor on your back and hit the throttle, you get to see how much power those things really put out. Think of the strongest fan you've ever felt and multiply that by 100, and you might be getting close. It's crazy how much wind comes off of those paramotors. It's enough to keep you, if you lean back, it will keep you off the ground. That's how hard it's blowing against the ground. So yeah. No. We're getting messages. Did our light went out again. Look how dark it is.
Now it's back on again.
Because it's like it don't.
Oh, wait.
No, it's off now.
Oh, good Lord. Looks like the other one across the street went out too.
Scuba smells burnt toast, but he's not falling at 200 miles an hour. Yeah, see, yeah, exactly. Don't you have a trike buggy, Kramer? Is that what you fly? Those things are heavy, but they seem pretty safe because of that roll cage over it.
No, and the
I
light's
did
back on.
see that, John Wayne, and that really has me thinking a lot on the porosity of the wing, because that's mainly why we would send our wings in for inspection, is porosity. Now, I do know, I watched one video from Captain Kirk. He flew an old used wing. He got up in the air and it immediately went right back down to the ground because the porosity was really low on it. I don't know. I think that wing was 10 years old or more. That's probably why. But for the most part, yeah, I don't think our porosity, you can tell, man. It's like if you go to take off and your wing doesn't want to climb, then obviously the porosity is getting bad on it. And it's that simple. What is it seeing? What is floating around by the camera right now?
I don't see anything.
It's seeing like I think it's a glimmer of a water droplet.
Mm.
So it's like locking onto it. That's why
Unless
you
there's
see the
a
little
spider
green.
web.
You can see the little green square going around it.
Mm-hmm.
See, her trike buggy weighs 200 pounds empty. That's crazy. My trike that I use is maybe 25 pounds max. Empty. That's with no paramotor on it. Just the trike itself is very light. But I don't have A assist. It's not a full roll cage. So I get it. Trike buggy, I do love the design of those things, but if I added that much weight, I would have to get a different wing. There's no way. You take my weight plus another 200 pounds, holy moly, you're almost 500 pounds right there. My wing would be like, I give up. I give up. And see, well, you got a motor that'll power it, The good thing is I know Kramer's got a big wing. So that big wing that she's got is more than enough to lift whatever sitting in that, whatever trike she's hooked to.
Somebody local just posted in Reddit. That's a lot of lightning.
That's a lot. It is a lot
That's
of lightning.
a lot of
And it's
lightning.
not stopped yet. We're still in the middle of lightning right now. I'd love to have a trike that has a assist just because it's one less thing you got to do. But honestly, and I know Kramer's done it many times, taking off on a trike is pretty damn easy for the most part. The main thing is just having your wings set up correctly before you go to take off. If you're set up towards the wind and all your lines are tight, and mainly the middle A lines, that they're tight. When you go to bring the wing up, the middle of the wing will come up first, and then the rest of it will inflate, and you'll be good to go. You hit the gas. Look at it. The light went out again.
Not recently, CDC. I mean, just general irritation, but not straight up.
Well, I've
piss
had
me
somebody
off.
piss me off at work. That's because they love going in there and screwing with the stuff that I work on
Oh, well, yeah.
every day and don't put it back the way it was. That gets on my nerves. And I've asked them not to do it, and they're like, no, I always put it back. You lie. You have not once ever put it back. Ever. I have to go fix it. So our orders on our log are in order by number. 1435, 1436, 1437. They'll go in there and adjust it to where it shows all their names in one section so they can see how many files they got. Fine, I don't mind. Put it back to where it's back in numerical order so that when I go to do my next file, I don't go, what the hell number am I on?
He does not use that type of language, Junkie. Even when there's nobody there, he'll mouth the word fuck. He's got to be really mad to say that out loud, but no, what he said was, leave me alone.
He has cussed around me lately. I was like, wow, he's cussing around me. He must like me now. Not like me. He must tolerate me now.
Yeah, he doesn't do that.
Exactly. Kramer, I've done it. You know, now that you say that, I've done it both ways. It really depends on the situation for me. I like pulling all the lines tight, like you talking about right there. The other way that I do it is I make sure the main center A lines are tight and I leave the rest of them a little loose. And the reason I do that is so that the very middle of the wing comes up first and the rest will inflate as it comes up. That's the only reason I will do just the middle. The middle's the main ones, but the sides, like say if you get one of the sides just a little bit off, say this one pulls up a little quicker. If that happens, it's going to pull up and turn to the side. But if you do just the middle, then it gives the wing a chance to where the middle comes up and then the rest pops out and then it's smooth. It's straight. So maybe it's just me. Well, it could be Scott. Maybe it's me. No, it's not me. Marty McFly. You know what's funny when you say that, Cloud Chucker? There is a paramotor brand name that's called McFly. Just saying, there is a McFly. And I trained on a McFly. And it was one of the most comfortable paramotors I've flown. I've only flown two, so I can't really say much. But that one I felt really comfortable in and secure.
I can see your post, Harry.
Yeah, I see it, Harry. There you go. Okay, it's fine now. Good. I'm glad, Harry. Yeah, Kramer, I'm not saying that if all the lines are tight, it does pull up evenly. It does for me too. It really depends on if you have any crosswind going on. If you don't have any of that going on, you're fine. The only reason I would say just do the A's is because of a crosswind. Because then the middle comes up and it's already stable, and then the
It
west
did
pops
sound
out.
like
The
you
rest
called
pops
him
out.
Carrie instead of Harry.
No, I said Harry.
It sounded like you called
So
him
John
Carrie.
Wayne has 2 mech flights. I don't know. I mean, John Wayne, bless his heart, he was like, hey, my gear, when we went to that first fly frigate, John Wayne was like, hey, I got gear if you want to fly it. And honestly, nobody was flying because the weather was crap. If he would have came to the last fly brigade, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'll take that gear, because I broke my prop with the line getting over my arm, which was a terrible mistake. That won't happen again, I guarantee that. I'm not getting in a hurry anymore. I don't care if people come and lay their paramotor down in front of me or not, which is what happened. The guy literally, we're set up to launch, and the guy came and set all his gear down in front of us and then walked off the field.
No, I heard
I was
it
like,
too. It was,
seriously, dude? I
it
was
the
pissed.
guy in the Grover hat, face mask, whatever.
So
shit he
Gorilla
had
couldn't
on.
take off. I couldn't take off. 4 or 5 other guys that were by me couldn't take off because this guy was in the middle of the field and set all his gear down and walked off. Ripa was sitting there, and I was like, Ripa, what's up? He's like, well, it ain't my paramotor. I'm like, really, dude? You can't tell the dude, hey, move your crap?
Nobody knew who he was. He was just too busy strutting around wearing that weird
He
blue furry
looked like he
hat.
had on a Smurf hat or something. That was weird. That dude was weird. Good luck with that, John Q. Oh, y'all won. Even Kramer won some money. You go, Kramer. Kramer won some money. Cha-ching.
Look, your voice went so high, you pegged right off the microphone. It didn't even pick you up.
It didn't pick me up.
No.
It's fine. It works.
No, it didn't. It cuts out.
It cuts out. My voice is too high pitched.
You're getting too pitchy.
I got some pliers. I'm gripping the marbles down there, and it makes my voice really high. You wasn't even in the mod heist and you won?
He did win.
You had to have gotten in the mod heist. I'll have to look back to see where I saw you flipped coin. You mod heisted somewhere, John Q. Man, that freaking storm is something serious.
It is. I like it. That's like
I don't know where
perfect
he's at.
sleeping weather.
So Cloud Chucker's up to $28 million. 28 million scuba bucks. Yeah. That's good stuff there. Well, Kramer, we're glad you're here. And I know, life
Right, Scott?
happens, and you can't always be on the computer and, get to watch these chats and stuff, but I'm glad you're here. Kramer has more stories than we'll ever be able to listen to, and I would really like if at some point where she gets everything settled down, where she can come on and tell some more of her stories, because they're awesome to listen to. So we're waiting on you, Kramer. If she wasn't so far away the hell over in Texas, then we could, it'd be a lot easier to be like, yeah, let's go help Kramer out. We're way over here on the east side, on the East Coast. I was even today, because I knew the weather was going to be good tomorrow. I was looking for spots that I could take off where it's not under
CDC.
class whatever airspace. There's class G airspace, but there's no good launch spots. Why is the bay not have any beach to speak of to where I could take off from a beach?
I mean,
Oh, you're trying to get to Bad Apples next year.
I don't know.
I've never been to Bad Apples. I'd love to go at least once. I don't know if it's in the cards. Maybe.
See,
I'll
Dire Thing's always going to be number one because he runs the bot.
right. So I think if I go to Bad Apples, I will have to miss Spring Wing. I have to give up one of them. Spring Wing is closer. Bad Apples is by far way bigger and has way more people there that I would like to meet. So what do you do? And it's in my home state. I mean, come on. It's nowhere near any of my people, but
You
it's at
wouldn't have
least in
to.
the same state.
You wouldn't have to bring all of your equipment because you wouldn't be flying there.
I wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that sucks. I don't.
Kitty.
I'm with Will on the Bad Apples thing. Maybe if I was there early. Yeah, Fly for Gauge is going to be the first week of March next year. So, if you can make it to Fly for Gauge, you know, we'd love to have you there.
You
Look at
don't
that
need
cat.
to get that close.
That cat is all about give me some love.
You
Give me some love. The best part of Bad Apples are the vendors. John Wayne, I won't say exactly because, yes, I do enjoy the fact that vendors
It's
are
that
there. The
street
best
light,
part
Will.
of Bad Apples is being social with people. Then I would say the vendors and then the flying after that. Just because, yeah, there's vendors there. And I would definitely go to all the vendors, but you know, how much money can you spend? And some of that stuff they have there is awesome, and I'd love to get some of it, but they're gonna have to give me a discount. The people are great for one day. Okay, John Wayne, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You go around, meet everybody one day, and then the rest of the time you go to the vendors and stuff. I wouldn't feel comfortable flying with 300 other pilots in the air. That's way too much to watch.
I think she's probably about 4, Cloud Chucker. Her and Bandit both are the same.
Yeah, you can spend a lot of flip coins there, Will. Oh, and you won. You got 100,000. You go, Will. I think the lightning is nope. Of course, if I say something, then lightning hits again. I was going to say it stopped, but it has not.
Mm-mm. It's just not as loud now.
It's not that bad flying at Bad Apples. You know, since you've been there, John Wayne, I will accept that. From what I've seen from video, it looks crazy there. It's like, damn, there's too many people. And you would be under a lot of peer pressure because you know when you go to take off at Bad Apples, there's 8 million people watching you. That would probably get under my skin. You don't have a lot of room to buy anything? Okay, Kramer, I got you.
He would never be able to survive. He can't not buy stuff.
I cannot buy stuff because some of that stuff there, like the Involo helmets, cost too much money. I'd be like, yeah, y'all gonna have to bring the price down, man.
Yeah, but the only thing that would stop you is your lack of. You would spend up until you ran out.
Maybe.
Yes, you would. They aren't watching, they're judging. Literally, they have signs.
They aren't watching, they're judging. There you go, Will. They're judging you. They're like, let's see if he's any good. Let's see if he knows what he's doing. Oh, look, he blew his launch. So don't mess up. Yeah. Hey, it's cool to have an RV, though, Kramer. You can drive around, go wherever you want to. We have a flying here coming up in September called Soar the Shore 2025. It will be September 17th. Why do I know this right off the top of my head? September 17th through the 21st. It's wide open airspace. We can fly as high as we want to. Well, to 17,999 feet. But if you're like Will, you're only going to fly to like 300 feet, and that's the max. I don't think Will don't fly high from what I've seen. I was well above him every time. Even when I tried to get low as him, he would go lower. It's always great to make it on the Rip Man's video. Yeah, I definitely made it on Rip Man's video when I exploded my prop, which is literally it's right here. There's pieces of prop right here. This is my memorabilia from, and this was a brand new prop too. That's what sucks. My mullions are what hit this prop to make it explode like this. So I had to buy new mullions. And I didn't cut 2 lines, I damaged 2 lines. So I had to replace both of those, which I did at the show because Andrew Fuller was there. But he gave me the wrong color, so I had to order some more and end up still getting not the right color because they didn't have that color, which was just yellow. I mean, you would think somebody'd have yellow. So I got 2 green lines. So that's my brake lines now. They're green. Go for it. Go figure. I'm like a kid about all things PPG. Scott, you know, what's up, Chevy?
Hey, Chevy. That's
It's-
all he talks about.
I do talk
Literally,
about it
that
a
is
lot.
all he talks about.
It's
no
a bad,
matter what the subject is, he will find a way to twist it back and relate it to flying somehow.
it's life changing. It is amazing to go fly into the air like Superman.
You're not flying through the air like Superman.
Yes, you
Superman
are.
didn't need a parachute.
You can.
You ain't laying down.
Okay,
With your
no.
hands out in front of you.
I'm not laying down like
You're
Superman.
flying through the sky like the little old man from Up. You just
But
have a
you
little
are
bit more
running
control.
into the air like Superman. You basically take a few steps and boom, you're in the air. I think it's the closest you're gonna get to being Superman. Oh, what did Scott say? Oh, no, you're fine, Scott. You're fine, dude. It's true to a point. I mean, I do. Really, John Q, you had to go there? Come on, man.
Don't know, and I don't care. I've never been a big fan of Superman or Batman or any of those movies.
I don't know. A lot of guys when they're younger dream about flying, and this ticks that box, which you think you would never be able to do in your lifetime. Literally, with a freaking fan hooked on your back, you can fly into the air, which is just blows my mind how easy it is to get in the air. So I have no idea, Will. I could care less either way. Let me you know, they are changing a lot of movies like that so they can be more friendly. You're an electronics person. Could you recommend a good security cam setup? Okay, Chevy, your cheapest route, you can buy one of those security systems they have on Amazon that comes with 4 cameras and a DVR, which will be 24/7 recording pretty much. Or you can buy some Wise cams, which are pretty darn cheap. WYZE. They sell those on Amazon also. There's a bunch of different versions. They have cameras that will follow people around, or they have stationary cameras. They also have cameras that run off solar power and batteries that you can charge with solar if you don't want to ever have to charge batteries. So Wise is a good option, but there's also, you could buy a whole system a lot cheaper that has like 4 cameras and a DVR for like less than $200. You may have to buy the hard drive to put in there to store your video on, but it would be a 24/7 security camera setup that way. Which, if you're trying to capture stuff 24/7, that'd probably be the best way to go, because Wise detects motion and stuff and sends you alerts. Now, the good thing about Wise is you can access your cameras from anywhere. You can do it on security system too. It's just
Why
more
did
of
you
a
just
pain in the
stand
ass.
up and
Because I was going to fix my drink.
show
But-
off your physique and then sit back down?
My physique. There's no physique about it. Look at my pear shape. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been big on Superman or Spider-Man or Superwoman or any of that crap. The Transformer movies were okay, I guess. The ones with Magneto and all those weren't bad. I prefer stuff like, oh damn, it got really dark out there. The lights went out again. Like John Wick or what's the guy that we were watching?
Okay.
What's
That's my
the
third
series?
drink. I can't have any more.
3 already? I'm still working on my first one.
You're still on your first? I'm on
Yes.
my third drink. And if I go past my
That-
third, it's not
That's
going to
why
be good.
he falls asleep in his chair by 10:15.
It does. It makes me sleepy. I don't understand why drinking makes you sleepy, but it does. I get really relaxed, and it's just a good
Because you
time to
don't
fall asleep.
keep drinking.
I'm not going to keep drinking because then I'll end up with the room spinning and wanting to hurl somewhere.
Yeah, I don't.
You're very welcome,
they're-
Chevy. There's a lot of options out there. If you need to be able to make sure you record at night, make sure it has good night vision. Obviously, the higher quality cameras are, the better image you're going to get. You know, you got 1080p, 2K, 3K, 4K. The higher you go in resolution, the more it's going to cost. Some cameras are pretty good. Some cameras kind of suck. I got so many cameras, I don't even have half of them hooked up. But I want to get a different one that, like the front camera I have on right now is just it's a solar power camera that runs off a battery that gets charged by solar. But I want one that's solar powered, but also pan and tilts. I'm waiting till it goes on sale because right now it's $130 and I want to pay $130. So once it goes on sale, I'll get it. And it has no subscription fees or anything, which I do appreciate. And it will track, like if a mailman comes, it will track them. And it also has AI built into it. So if it knows it's me or Munchkin, it'll pop up and say, hey, Munchkin just got home. It's pretty cool that it'll do that.
Well, I plan on making another one.
Oh, yeah. If you got $500 to spend, Chevy, you can get a damn nice system for that, man.
You know, the first
Honestly.
Constantine movie was panned. I actually thought it was pretty good.
The camera that I can't show y'all right now. Well, I could, but I'd have to figure out what to do with the link. I don't know how you can access it I don't think you can access it from the web. Some of their cameras are RTSP. The ones that I have now are not. So
Let's
I
check
can
the
access
radar,
it on
see
my
what it looks
phone,
like.
no problem. But Eufy, EUFY makes some really good cameras. And they're the ones that don't have any subscription or anything on it. Let's see what the backyard looks like now. if y'all can even see it. Let me go to.
So it looks like the heavier lightning might be on its way out.
Yeah, of course it's gonna blur out because of that. That's kind of the backyard.
You know, one thing I don't like about ordering shit from Woot is I can't click, like, where's my shit?
Yeah, you can. You go stuff you bought. Oh, well, I can do it. I'll look now to see what. Let's see. Oh, why is it
I
making
don't
me
have a
log back
problem
in?
with that,
That's
John
some
Q.
bull crap. There's a car pulling around.
Those people needed killing.
Stuff you bought. Let's see what's going on with it. So the watch, let's see, estimated delivery date is the 30th of this month. Holy crap.
Dual lenses on each. They even have an early warning system, don't they, John Wayne? No, Woot used to be like a t-shirt company that got bought by Amazon. So now they sell t-shirts and all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah. Right now they got door locks on sale pretty cheap with fingerprint and codes. I mean, the one I got does fingerprint and code, and it's $37 or 35 plus tax. It's $34.99 plus tax. I got one that does if you don't get the fingerprint, then it's only $28. That's pretty cheap for a smart door lock. I'm just saying. Is Woot like Temu? No.
I already answered him.
Okay, just making sure. I heard you answer, but I didn't know it was a response to that. Yeah, Woot is owned by Amazon now. They used to be their own company, and I've been on Woot since God knows when. 2006, maybe 2004. It was a long time ago. Does it show how long I've been on here? 2007. January 9th, 2007. That's how long I've been on Woot. A long time. Almost 20 years.
Probably, John Q.
It was cooler before Amazon owned them. I'll tell you that. It was cooler before Amazon bought them out. Oh, it's still Keanu Reeves, King Cobra, with the new Constantine. I really want to see the new Constantine movie. I saw the first one. I like that movie. I want to see the new one. So when it comes out, that might be one I want to go. You got 3 security cameras with dual lenses. They roam the property, no monitor required. They confront all intruders. There you go, John Wayne. Hell yeah. We don't have really.
You are so late. I even said they've got an early warning system.
Oh, sorry.
He's talking about his dogs.
We try to be fun, Linda. I mean, sometimes we're just boring. I don't know how we go 2 hours running our mouth about nothing, really.
Well, it's mainly been you this time.
Hey, look, did the lightning stop? No. Dadgummit.
Well, I also said that it looks like the heaviest lightning might be on its way out, and now it's just going to be rain.
Which is fine.
Wah, 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 wah.
You've been on eBay since it started? Wow, Harry. I haven't, I have done business on eBay. It's been a long time since I bought anything off eBay, though. A long time.
Well, he learned that day, didn't he, Kramer?
15 feet deep.
What do you want?
Wow, so you're sitting there watching them. What a shame. Well, go pull them out of the water,
You
Kramer.
can't park there.
Munchkin has not been vaping. For shame.
Yeah, I have. Right here.
Okay. That's one vape in 2 hours. Nice.
I have been vaping.
You hope he
filled
was
my
wearing
tank
flotation.
before the show started. Most people don't wear floaties when they drive.
Well, I know at least where I fly here in Virginia on the East Coast, there's a lot of water around. I have flotation on my paramotor 24/7 because I never know. Even if I get to fly tomorrow, I'll be flying near water. Flotation is going to be on there.
Well, I would hope
Hopefully it
so.
can float my trike and me, but we'll, that I don't want to test it.
It only needs to float you long enough for you to get out of all your shit.
That's it. Just long enough to be able to get out. Now we got a flood advisory still. It's not raining hard enough for a flood advisory, honestly.
I'm sure it is.
Well,
yeah, I'm not going to the movies. When we went to go see John Wick, I was completely unprepared because he got me right after work. So I was wearing work clothes, which are not comfortable. I didn't have my big purse. We didn't go by Dollar General so I could load up on candy and snacks. And I am not paying. It was bad enough that it cost like $6 a piece for a fucking soda. And everyone's in there eating wings and pizza, and all the food smelled good. And I was uncomfortable, hungry, and crabby. And he's like, let's go to the movies.
Well, yeah, I like John Q's comment. So there's vaping in this flying show? I rarely talked about flying. Okay, you got me there. You got me there.
Like, you couldn't even say that shit with a straight face. Exactly, Scorp. And he ruined it. That's like you just going into the movie theater bare ass. That's not cool. No, who does that? You got to prepare to go to the movies. And he did not. It was weird. I didn't like it. Didn't care for it at all.
Well. All right. Well, it is time for us to get out of here, guys. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. I may or may not get to fly. I'm gonna guess probably not. Yeah, I turned it off, CDC, because we're about to get off of here. But I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will catch y'all next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And
Bye.
everybody fly safe out there. Peace out.